Good morning, everyone. So we're doing a little series in April about reasons why people might give up breastfeeding before they really want to. And this week we're talking a bit about sometimes babies feed very frequently. And if you look at my previous video, I described that for you a little bit. So what I'm doing today is giving you one of my top tips for how to cope with that. So it's not that I want your baby to not feed so frequently. That's just normal. That's what babies do. That's their biology. It's more, is there a little tip that you can use that might help you with that, might make them feed slightly less frequently? It might not, but here we go. So my top tip is to use breast compressions. Now, normally at this point, I would get out my knitted boob and my doll and show you how it's done, but I'm not going to, because there's a great video, which is in the comments, from a lady who's actually breastfeeding her baby and telling you how it's done. So I'm just going to describe it a bit and tell you why it's good. So breast compressions is a way where when the baby is on the breast, latched on, and not really swallowing anything. I mean, kind of hanging out and making little sucks like, but not really swallowing. You can squeeze your breast to push milk down to the front near the nipple, and sometimes it encourages baby to suck and swallow a little more. So the reasons why this is good is, firstly, it tends to mean that the length of time the baby feeds for sometimes is shortened a little bit because they're hanging out less and they're swallowing more. So that can be nice if feeds are very long for you. Another thing that can be quite nice is if your baby's kind of sleepy or perhaps was born a little early or isn't so well and is a bit like, I breastfeed, but I can't really be bothered to do it eagerly. It's a way you can support them with their sucking and swallowing by they're sucking, but you're doing a little bit of the work pushing the milk down to the front. So that can be really helpful. Another thing that's kind of cool about breast compressions is that because you're squeezing your breast manually, as it were, it releases a little tiny bit more fat into the milk than you would normally get. So the more fat the baby gets, they tend to be full quicker, and sometimes they sleep a little longer, and sometimes they grow a little more. Now, none of these things are guaranteed, sorry guys, but it's well worth having a go at that if you're struggling with the frequency of babies' feeds. So check out the lovely video in the comments.